Are you thinking about taking Mounjaro? Sure what it is or where to start? Then let me take you through my first 8 weeks on Mounjaro. And while we're doing it, we might as well take a little walk with the doggy. You ready for a walk, doggy?
Yes, let's go for a walk then.
Right then, let's go. Right, let's start this Mounjaro walk and talk. I've got the dog. I've got my trusty shillelagh, as I like to call it, my slobber knocker, in case I run into any riffraff while I'm on my adventures. Yep, so as I said, today I'm going to be doing a bit of a walk and talk and discuss how weeks 1 to 8 on Mounjaro have been for me. So, why did I start to use Mounjaro, or decide to start using Mounjaro? Well, I guess I just needed a bit of a kick up the backside, kick to get everything going, to get the ball rolling. Now, I don't know about you, but as I've got older, I found it more and more difficult to lose weight. All my life, I've been playing with about 30 pounds of nonsense, like weight that I could kind of fluctuate between. I could get it off quite easily. But since turning 40, since being in my 40s, that 30 pounds has been very difficult to get off. So at 6'1" and 43, I started my journey on Mounjaro at 18 stone, 12 pounds. Now, for anyone who doesn't work in stone, which is pretty much the rest of the world, I'll put the figures on the screen below. Say it was quite a lot, even for someone who's 6'1". So I decided something needed to change. And that something is me. I needed to change. I needed to change my thoughts. I needed to change what I was doing, because what I was doing was obviously not working. I was eating wrong. I was eating at the wrong times. I weren't working out. I've got a desk job, so I was just pretty lazy most of the time. I pretended to go to the gym. I wasn't really going. I'd maybe go in twice a month. But just that weight that I used to be able to get off, that weight used to be off really easy. You just weren't coming off anymore. And you're always battling with your age and time to get back to the weight and the size that I was before I had kids. It's about 13 years ago. In reality, that's pretty much when I started to put the weight on. Daddy weight, dad bod. So what is Mounjaro? Well, I've got it written down here. So it's a GLP-1 peptide, and effectively it manages your hunger and your cravings, but also helps your body with fat loss. Now, I'm not a scientist, but please look into it for yourself. That is my general understanding. GLP-1, no idea what that means. Unless it means getting proper loss one, then I don't know what it means. But I don't know how a microwave works, but I know it makes my food warm. So if people are telling me this will help you lose weight, then I'll read the instructions and I'll try it. Is it a silver bullet? No, I don't think it is. But it's pretty goddamn good. But you're not supposed to use it on its own. You're supposed to couple it with general food management and going to the gym or keeping fit as much as you can, and maybe coming out for a walk in the woods with the dog. He's having fun. He loves coming to the woods. How was it feeling at the start of it? I'm not gonna lie. Felt like a bit of a failure. Like I was trying to take a shortcut. Like I was cheating somehow. I think my body was starting to cheat me. So maybe I did need to do a bit of cheating. Just a relevant kick. Just to get myself going. To give myself that motivation to eat better and to go to the gym. And I don't want to be on Mounjaro forever. I kind of want an exit strategy. But at week 9 now, and I've got to say, weeks 1 to 8 have been very good. I'll get into that a bit later. Was it scary? Well, it's injecting a needle in your body. Of course it's scary. But I just decided to man up, looked up all my courage, and I asked my wife to inject me. Did it hurt? Not one bit. In fact, I didn't even know she'd done it when she did it. It's the tiniest needle and it goes in your belly. I'm sure you can find some instruction videos on YouTube that shows you how to inject it, but it's fairly easy. And if you're too scared to do it, then ask your wife to do it, or somebody you love, or just stop being a wuss. And if you do find out how to stop being a wuss, tell me. How did it feel after the first dose? Well, I don't think I felt anything, to be honest with you. I was really worried I'd have night sweats because I had it at night, and that I'd wake up in the middle of the night and I would be able to breathe, or some sort of crazy side effect. But no, first night, didn't feel anything. The next day, I was fine. Just didn't have the same hunger pangs in the morning, I'd say. Didn't really fancy my breakfast, but I think you need to carry on eating, even if it is small amounts. So I just had something really small. Just have a tiny bit of scrambled egg, but I felt really full. And I think that continued for pretty much the whole of the week. You feel satisfied. You feel like you're just eating a meal, no matter what time of the day it is. You don't even think about food. I don't know about you, but I found myself clock watching, looking for lunch, and looking to go home and then eating my tea, or eating my dinner. With this, nothing. Didn't fancy any chocolate, any crisps, anything. Were there any side effects? I don't know whether I'd actually call them side effects. I did get indigestion. I think that's because the way that it works is it slows down how your stomach works. So that's what makes you feel fuller. So if you get something big and meaty, then it obviously took your body longer to break it down. And you felt like you had heartburn or indigestion. I think there was some stomach cramps, but nothing really to write home about. I suppose the main one was feeling a bit constipated. But you are going to go to the toilet less, obviously, because you're eating less. Maybe it's just because I thought it was my time to go. And I just sat there and nothing was coming out that I thought I was constipated. I didn't have any pain from it. I didn't want to weigh myself every day or every week. I wanted to see big impacts. So I decided to only weigh myself for the first 8 weeks, every 4 weeks. Because I wanted to see those big losses. Weeks 1 to 4 were amazing. I lost 12 pounds. So I was now 18 stone dead. Now, obviously, if you don't know what stone is, then I'll put it below what it is in pounds and kilograms. But for 4 weeks, I'm not feeling like you dieted. That was amazing. Your first dose, or your first course of Mounjaro, you generally have to start at 2.5 milligrams, and that's for the 4 weeks. 1 injection once a week. Towards the end of the course, on the 4th week, I could feel like the effects of it were wearing off. So I knew that I needed to increase my dose in the next course. So for my next course, I increased to 5 milligrams. Weeks 5 to 8 were pretty much the same. No real side effects, just the indigestion again. Feeling like you didn't need to eat as much meat and you wanted more. I feel like you wanted easier foods to eat, like vegetables, salad, soups, things like bread and pasta and rice. You really didn't fancy them anymore. So, weeks 5 to 8, where did he end up? Well, as you can see, this is where I ended up. How do you like those apples? All that loss in 8 weeks. I've got to say, I wasn't really doing anything in particular with my diet. I was eating what I wanted within reason, and I didn't go to the gym. But for week 9, which is the week I'm in now, I want to really help things along. I want to see how far I could get weeks 9 to 12. So I decided to make myself accountable by doing this vlog and hopefully helping other people. So what else I've been doing this week? Well, I'm going for walks with the dog, I'm going to the gym, I'm doing lots of exercise, or as much exercise as I can, because I've got a bit of a bad back at the moment because I'm 43. But I've been trying to eat better as well, watching what I put in my mouth, waking up earlier so I can go to the gym, because I don't know about you, but I have a busy life. Fitting in anything like the gym means waking up earlier, which is something I need to do anyway, because through lockdown and post-lockdown, definitely getting out of bed later than I normally get out of bed. So getting up a little bit earlier won't do me any harm, will it? After these 8 weeks, I just feel better. I feel lighter. My clothes fit me better. I started with XXL in t-shirts, size 40 waist in pants, and just in those 8 weeks I've dropped to XL in my t-shirts and size 38 waist, which I'm pretty bloody chuffed about, if I'm going to be honest. So where to from here? Onwards and upwards. Oh, onwards and downwards, as I want to lose more weight. But it starts with me, and as I say, I've been putting in the work this week. So hopefully this vlog will hold me accountable, help some people along the way, help some people who are a bit worried about starting it. If I've not covered anything, then feel free to ask me any questions you want in the comments. I'm an open book. I've done anything like this before, so be kind. Well, that's it for today's walk and talk about Mounjaro. Hope you enjoyed it. It covered weeks 1 to 8, and I hope you join me for the next episode, which will cover week 9. So goodbye from me, Mr. Dubs, and goodbye from the dog.
Goodbye.
See you on the next one. If you like what you see, like, comment, and subscribe.